Hello to you all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Joanna with Vintage Baby 63, and I appreciate you showing up today to watch this video. It is the holiday season, and one of my most favorite times actually to create. And this season, or this year, I decided that I needed to make a little Christmas journal because I knew I wasn't going to have a whole lot of time to devote doing a big book and, documenting my season. I don't really, obviously, I have no young children at home anymore. The only family that's here, that's close by to me, is my husband and my dogs. So there's not a whole lot of excitement going on. I do decorate a tree, obviously, and I will be traveling to be close to my youngest son and my grandson for Christmas, either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. We haven't decided yet because of my husband's job. It's really kind of hard to make plans until the week of, uh, just because of his schedule. So, anyway, so I'm just going to get started here and I'm going to show you what I did this year. I made earlier in the year what I call a sample tag book or journal. And the one that I made was pink, had a pink theme to it, and I loved it. Sold it already, which is great. But I decided I was going to do the same idea for myself for Christmas. So far, I have done the first of 15 days. As you can see from the cover, it's just going to be a 25-day journal. And I'm going to actually take it off this ring. I'm going to take the tags off because it's just easier to show it to you by turning the pages, and then I'll put them all back on. But what I've done is put it on this large binder ring, and I picked a bigger one because I wanted to be able to hang it on my tree. So each day I write on the back of one of the new tags, and then I put it on the ring and hang it back on my tree. So I've added a few little things here. I've added some tulle. I've added some fabric. I've added this little tag right here. I've also added a little dangly star and a pom-pom. So that's been a lot of fun. I enjoy adding little trinkets to the binder clip, or not the binder clip. What is that called? It's not a binder clip. I can't think. As you can tell from my voice, I have been sick for the past couple of weeks, so it's another reason why I didn't make a huge journal, because I haven't hardly been in my studio, just long enough to write on the back of the tag as to what I've done for the day, whether it be Christmas holiday related or not. Not every day I've done anything that's, Christmassy, for lack of a better word. So this is my cover. It is made with an old book cover, and I like it. It was like an encyclopedia kind of book, so it had a really thick cover, and I really like that. I went with the tag shape, which I love, and these are Tim Holtz ideology. I'm going to just tell you right off the bat right now, I don't remember names of a lot of things, and even the brands I might not remember, but if down in the comments you want to ask me a question, I will definitely look it up, look at the packaging, and figure out exactly where it came from, and if it's still available, because some of these things I've had in my stash for going on, who knows, 20 years or less. I have been paper crafting since 1990. I started out with rubber stamping. Just to give you a little background if you're new to my channel or new to watching my videos. I hope that if you like this video, that you will choose to subscribe to my channel and definitely like the video. And if you want to be aware of when I'm going to post my next video, because I don't post a lot of videos. I did have a goal this year that I was going to post more, but it just didn't happen. I work full time still, and lighting in here is really only really good at my lunch hour. And of course, if I have time at my lunch hour, I like to come in here and create. And if I don't, obviously I don't. So this is a die. And I want to say it's Little Pretty Things, or Pretty Little Things is the name of the company. Super cute. It's on Etsy. And they have a lot of these reproduction vintage images that I love. Vintage is my passion, and you'll find me either reproducing it myself, or buying reproductions, or actually using real vintage ephemera, which these little S&H green stamps here are original. And I love them because they're green and red, and says Christmas all over the place, right? And then this little thing right here, this little die set came from Spellbinders. And I really like it. And I did the little berries that went on it. I did that I cut those from a piece of velveteen ribbon. I just love the texture that it gave, and it's a really nice color of red. It's a little bit more real red than this, so it kind of stands out, kind of gets lost. Um, with this lighting, it's kind of hard to tell, but it does stand out when you're looking at it. So my first page here was this tag here, Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly. I had this Tim Holtz stamp here of holly, and then this is also a Tim Holtz stamp. This set is all numbers only, and they're large. As you can see, I've used them several times in here just because I like the largeness of them. I have used other numbers, but this one, I don't remember what I used along the edge. If I used a stablio, I don't know how you say it, woody. Sometimes I use that, and then I add water to it to give it the watercolor look. I definitely used Distress ink on the tag. And then this is a stamp. I typed this out with my typewriter. The word holly is a new die. Actually, it's from the Vault dies that Tim Holtz put out with Sizzix this year. I can't think of anything else that's on there. Number 2 is this little, this is a vintage tab thing that goes in those little 5x7 or 4x6 boxes that you used to This probably has an alphabet on it under here, or a number, because sometimes you got them in the month days, and sometimes it was alphabetical. So that is covered with a sticker. That's an actual sticker, though. I do have vintage Dymo label makers that I like to make my own phrases with all the time. This is a Tim Holtz paper doll. This wreath is from a Tim Holtz die set. This stamp background that I did myself, don't remember what to the maker is of that. Then I used some gold watercolor paint to make the little speckles on the card. And I just love to do that. I love to get a paintbrush and just fleck some dots on there. Gives it a nice little touch. Next, we have day number 3. This is a smaller tag. This one is from a Prima Marketing. Frank Garcia designed this line of paper. This was not last Christmas, I think, but the Christmas before. And then the little snowman is from one of Tim Holtz's Vault dies that he put out this year. And the snowflake was a punch. Yeah. And then the number 3, that's from that same set. And then I just wrote along the edge, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I'm not showing you any of the backs of these tags because that's where I have done my journaling. And they're all just plain paper. I mean, I don't decorate the back. I leave plenty of space for myself to journal my feelings for the day. Then this next one is number 4. This is a PSX stamp that I just absolutely adore. PSX is a wood-mounted rubber stamp company that was in business for a long time, and then I think in between 2000 and 2002 they stopped producing the stamps. But you can still find them on eBay or Etsy. And what I love the most about them is that they're so detailed, and they all have a vintage vibe to a lot of the images that they've created. And like this one, you don't need. I just stamped it in carnation red. I think I think that's the name of the color, but you can stamp them without coloring them. I mean, I could have stamped this in black and then colored his outfit and the bird and everything, but I really like the way it came out just stamped in the red color. I like to do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll watercolor, sometimes I'll color with colored pencils, and then sometimes I just stamp in a color that I think it's going to look great in, and I like it. And then this is some washi tape around the edge. Do not remember the brand of that washi tape. I don't remember. Number 5 is actually a reproduction of a packaging decoration from the 60s. It's an angel, and it's made out of paper. And I just thought, well, that's pretty easy. I think I can reproduce that. And that's what I did. This die right here is from Tim Holtz. It's actually an embosser and a die cut. So it cuts and embosses at the same time. And I use these angel wings all the time on different things. And then the little dress is just made from a punch that I punched out a scalloped circle, and I made her skirt and her collar with that. And then this is just pipe cleaners for her arms. And then I wanted her to hold the heart. And I kind of drew a face on her. And her lips are a little big, but I like her curly hair. And then this is an actual vintage roll of wallpaper that I have that is, I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually flocked. Has a really pretty damask pattern on the wallpaper. That I actually bought in an estate sale. I don't want to keep clearing my throat, guys. Sorry. An estate sale where I think I bought like 4 rolls. This lady, it was a huge house, and all her bathrooms had some kind of gold fancy wallpaper on it. And when I went out to the garage and discovered that the rolls, there was still this right here, actually I have a huge roll of it, but I want to say I bought 4 or 5 different rolls of wallpaper that day, and they were all pretty full. So I have tons of this, and I have found others since then. So I've added to that little collection, which I love. Day number 6, we got the paint chip. Shepherd's green is the name of the color on it, and I just thought it was the perfect color of green. And then these little poinsettias, these are from Tim Holtz Vault collection for Christmas. And then this back here is that same punch, I think, that I might have used on the dress for the angel, but I punched it out of I won't say it was vellum. It's more kind of like onion skin paper. It's vintage paper that I had, erasable bond, I think is what it's called, actually. Another thing that I always look for when I go to estate sales, I love to go into the office area and find some vintage office supplies, whether it be paper or binder clips, Denison labels, the little file things like I had showed you earlier with the little tabs on them. File dividers, I think they're called. I'm not sure. Hang on a minute. Okay, thank you. I had a a coughing fit. Sorry about that. Okay, so number 7. The Santa is a rubber stamp, and it comes from Cavallini. I don't remember if it's Cavallini Papers and Company or Cavallini Company. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it comes in a tin, and there's like 5 or 6 different stamps in there. This is from Tim Holtz this year. His Christmas layers, no, not layers. Forget what he calls the paper. Backgrounds, maybe. I think it's backgrounds. What I love so much about this Santa is obviously it's a very vintage image of Santa, and then he's holding like this blank piece of paper in his hands or his sign, so you can stamp a sentiment there, or I put the letter. No, I'm sorry, the number 7 there. This right here is a Spellbinders die. These little jingle bells. It comes. The die set. I think there's 3 different sizes of the jingle bell. Anyway, I love that one. Next this is from Tim Holtz also, his flashcards. This is day number 8, and these are Sizzix dies, and I just love them because they have their little feet. You can make boots, different colors for their boots. They got a crown. They got this little pom-pom hat, the Santa hat. I just think they're so sweet, and I loved making those. I love buying the dies that have the little itty bitty pieces to them. I don't mind it. I like little work. I love to fussy cut and all those things. Number 9 here is just an old Denison tag. This is a piece of fabric here that just has gold stars on it, and I made it a little tab out of it. And you got these little elves. These were stickers, and I think these were crate paper from 2 or 3 Christmases ago. This is a Steam. I'm sorry, Steam. Spellbinders. I want to say Team Spellbinders, but Spellbinders. And the Fa La 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 was part of that same set by Frank Garcia for Prima Marketing. And those were in like a set of ephemera. They call it ephemera. Packet of ephemera. This next piece is from the Jingle Bell. I mean, it's just awesome. It's a piece of chipboard, and a pretty thick chipboard. It's not, a wimpy chipboard. This came from Red Lead Paper Print Works. I bought several Christmas stamps from them last year or the year before. I've been buying from them now for 3 or 4 years. Sorry, had to take a break again. These little peppermints came from that same Primo Marketing set with the bow that Frank Garcia designed. The Merry and Bright came from a die by Tim Holtz. And this background paper here was something else that Red Lead sent to me in my little package. They're very good about sending you a little package of goodies every time you place an order. It's like my favorite part of the whole order. I mean, I love what I order, obviously, but I get excited to see what they're going to send me in my little package. So that's day number 10. Day number 11. Meowie Christmas. I'm not personally a cat lover, but I have several members of my family and friends that are cat lovers, and so I made a bunch of cat tags this year, and I bought this from All and Create. This little package of kitties. There were some that are the whole body, and then there's some that's just the head. But there was 57 of them in a package, and I just thought, oh my gosh, that's such a great deal, and they're all so cute. So I had fun making little gift tags for my sister out of them, and I've sent some to other cat-loving friends. So this is day 11, and I don't know if you could tell, but these are watercolored swatches. And then I just went in and I designed, I did little patterns on each one. And then Meowie Christmas it's a little speech bubble. I don't know if you can tell, but that's a punch that I have. I punched it out of vellum, and then I added the little This is a Tim Holtz die set. These little letters. I know a lot of people think I'm crazy for all the little stuff, but I love the little stuff. And then this is a rubber stamp from, I don't remember if it's from Tim Holtz or if it's red lead with the holly and the berries. But I love that. I love that stamp. It's a great fussy cut stamp. And of course, since I made one with a tribute to cats, I had to do one with dogs because dogs are my thing. You know, I have 2 dachshunds. And this little dog here is a red lead stamp. This is also on a paint chip. And then I just decorated the edges with a very cute washi tape with little peppermints all over it. And then this wreath, I noticed, I put it on here because I just thought it was so cute around his neck, but I noticed it's upside down. Just by looking at the bow, I know it's upside down, but it doesn't matter to me. I still think he's cute. Number 13 has a quote, "Better is a heart full of love than a mind filled with knowledge." Charles Dickens. This is by Sugar Boo. Sugar Boo and Company. These are quotes that are on this like recycled paper. And I just love it because it has all these little bits of fibers in it and stuff. It's a nice thick piece of paper. So this is not going to, get all beat up. And then the stamps are a Tim Holtz set. That's day 13. Day 14 is another one of those little pretty things or pretty little things dies that I got. And I just think she's adorable. And I also did some color swatching on here, but this one I used a gold colored pencil. And I have just been crazy about gold this year. I've been sticking gold stuff on everything, and I love it. I love the gold. I don't know why. I didn't used to be a good gold person. I used to be only silver. But this year, for some reason, I'm adding gold to everything. And then day 15 is this cute little envelope that I created. This is out of 7 Gypsies paper. I don't know if you remember 7 Gypsies, but they were around for a long time. And I think I've already taken what I had in here out, didn't I? I did. Hang on a second, I'll get it for you. So day 15 to me was kind of like a halfway mark, and so I decided to make a Christmas ornament for the tree to keep in the envelope. And this one is made out of felt, and I stitched it together. I cut 2 of them out because I wanted to add some little, I don't know if you can see them. Trying to get it where you can see it. It's kind of hard, but I added some little silver. They're silver when you look at them in a bowl, but they're actually kind of like iridescent or clear. But these little seed beads. So I sewed those onto the ornament. And I hung it on my tree here in my studio. I keep a tree in my studio up year round. And anything that I make that I thought, oh, that looks cute, I'll hang that on my Christmas tree. I do. It may not be Christmassy in design but I like it to hang it on my tree. So that's it for now. It's 15 days. Today is the 17th. So I made all 15 of these in advance, or the tags. I made them in advance so that I had plenty of time to journal on them. And now I got to catch up. I got to finish making the other 10 and then doing my journaling on them. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you found some inspiration here to make yourself a journal next year. I don't like I said, the pressure. I don't like the pressure of making myself feel like I've got to journal a lot, especially right now. Well, I don't really do a whole lot each day. Yes, I do Christmas shopping. I've done a little baking. But I always find time to create. And that's what I've done here. Next year, I hope to make more of these to sell for somebody else who might not have a whole lot of time with Christmas decorations and things. I'm going to put all these back on the ring and hang it back on my tree. So if I don't get another video done before the end of the year, I wanted to take this time to thank everyone who has followed me, is watching my videos, liking my videos, making comments. And I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Be creative. 2025, I have lots of plans to be more creative than I already am. But I just have to be in here every day. And that's okay. It's all right to be in here every day. And I'm hoping, because I have been busy in my craft room organizing and purging and all that kind of stuff, and I have been promising for a long time an updated video of my studio. Right now, it's currently like probably 80% done, and I should get that video up in January. I should not. There's no excuse to not have it up by January. So I hope you'll stick around. Or like I said, subscribe to my channel, and then you'll maybe get to see my studio. Thank you so much, friends. I hope you have, like I said, a very Merry Christmas. Go and love your family. Spend time with your family, but also spend time being creative. I'll see you next time.